Hello, friends of Marvel Heroes and friends of my channel. Welcome to another episode of Q&A whereby you watch me play this game, answering some of the questions, talk about what is hot in the game right now. And today is my 400-day login bonus, so I got this little pet here, the pink one, and I thought it looked really nice, yeah. And well, just keep playing, and you'll get it one day. Okay, so yeah, apologies for not having a lot of video these days because I've been quite busy at work as well as personal life as well, and we've got ourselves a new computer table. And I thought I was going to share with you guys because it's not something that is quite easy in Singapore or where I come from, because you know it's very hard to get like a table that fit into this tiny space we have. In Asia, space is always precious, and we always wanted to have a keyboard tray because you know, it's too high on the desk and then it will take up too much space if you cannot slot it in. So in the end, we bought the table from IKEA, replaced the drawer with a piece of wood that we found from one of the carpenter shop. I couldn't even speak the language. I was trying to articulate what I really wanted to get. But in the end, I got it fit nicely and it works. And this is my wife's table and this is my table. And you can see there's a group there. I don't know whether you can see or not. And this is how I record all my video with the webcam and a huge mic. And sometimes I use my controller because I play Formula 1 in the game as well. All right, so just a little bit of what I'm doing on the other side as well. And also, I always enjoy reading your comments, and I try my best to answer to all of your comments. And I mean, sometimes some comments are just so funny. No, we don't have Batman, but I got this question a lot, and that's cool as well. Because I mean, you know, normally people can't remember which hero is from Marvel or DC and so on. So that's cool, all in good fun. And yeah, I mean, myself and my wife got invited to Access Raid, and didn't go well. And after that, we tried to arrange, you know, with the guild as well. Also didn't go too well. So, but the exciting thing is that when you end, man, and look, I got 100 stacks there, and that is really quite an achievement, I think. Yeah, but you know, well, that's another story for another day, because I think a lot of you have been asking me to do a guide on this raid. So new raid, but you know, it's not. Yeah, I mean, I have to experience it myself first. I said, okay, fine, I'll spend some time, you know, experimenting how this whole thing works, and yeah, I mean, you know, just bear with me, and if you know, as and when I get more experience, I will definitely do a video on this raid, because I think you know, although it seems quite easy, but only 3 stages, but actually it could be quite hard as well. And you know, people still discussing what is the best strategy and so on. So I'm more happy to do a video on that, but after I've got it sort of experienced a little bit more first. All right. So so what is the topic I'd like to cover today? Quite a lot. I've been playing War Machine, by the way, and the last week I've shown you how War Machine played like in a cosmic in a melee kind of like setting. And now I'm sort of like playing War Machine in range. So I'm very much new to the range, and don't take all this as my definitive feel, but I'm just trying to sort of like find my way and have fun with it. So I don't know, I'm just you know, see how the whole thing goes, all right? So yeah, a lot of question here from some of you, because last event is on the one that you could get the ultimate token. So a lot of you are asking, like, you know, you know, which hero shall you be giving the ultimate token to? And well, it's actually quite a profound question, because you know, if you don't play a lot of hero, that doesn't really matter, because you give it to your favorite ones. But if you start to play a lot of like heroes, then you start to think like which one actually gives you the best return, right? And you know, the answer is not always obvious, because you know, this game, some hero may become very awesome when they first launch or after the first update. And then after that, you get excited, gear him or her to the teeth, and after that you realize that, oh no, that's not really the kind of hero that I enjoy because of the nerf or, you know, balance or tune or whatnot. So I mean, it happens, it does happen. So I do feel that you know, yeah, I mean, I do feel that you know, sometimes depends on if you know that this is like, you know, some of these heroes are really your favorites, then it doesn't really matter, right? Like my wife, she actually give it to Raccoon, Rocket Raccoon, and that's cool because she loved Rocket Raccoon as well. And I think you give your token to a few others as well, I think. Hulk as well, yeah, I mean, she liked Hulk as well, and you know, because she liked the melee, and Hulk is sort of like, you know, agreeable to her at some stage. So yeah, I mean, you know, that really, I mean, okay, let me use the ultimate here. Okay, but I mean, bear in mind that there are some hero that that has this. Hang on, let me try again. Focus a bit of focus here. I need a Spitfire, I think. After that, do a signature maybe. Yeah, I mean, you know, there are some hero with ultimate that empower others as well. Because if you think about it, you don't really need to upgrade the ultimate token. If what's Moment doing? He's like freezing up there. You see that? It's so funny. Moment just like, yeah, he doesn't know what to do. Interesting. All right, so okay, let me just focus a bit here. Spitfire. So yeah, I mean, you know, there are heroes that have empowerment kind of like power that sort of like, you know, that empower other people. So if you do raiding, it's good to have a very high-ranking ultimates. But you know, sometimes, you know, if you don't do rating that much, it doesn't really matter that much to you, right? So yeah, I mean, that is some consideration here, I would say. But I mean, it is. I'm still holding on to all my ultimate, believe it or not, ultimate token, because I used to give it to Psylocke, not Psylocke. Well, actually Psylocke as well. But I used to give it to Rogue. But then that was before I knew that Rogue is actually not having a very good ultimate because of her transformation and stuff like that. So I mean, after a while, I learned that, you know, some hero probably not having great ultimate, so I wouldn't want to waste my ultimate token on them. And then after that, you know, each time you get a hero, you sort of like feel that, yeah, he's strong, but then, you know, the hero does get nerfed here and there. So I'm always kind of waiting for my kind of like ultimate hero. I don't know, what do you guys give to your ultimate token? I mean, if you could share with me, that would be great too. And by the way, thank you for all the input from the last video when I asked for help on the because I'm doing an upcoming 50 heroes kind of guide review, mega review. So, you know, I'm asking a lot of you for help on what is your favorite hero, least favorite hero as well. I read them all, and thank you so much. And I'm still working on my guide. So because I want to experience Cable 52 first before I do a video guide on that. So yeah, I mean, that is the whole thing, and I'm going to head to Marinate right now. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you know, back to the question on the token. I mean, you know, I'm storing it right now. Now it's stackable. That's cool. Ooh, where are everybody? It's not a lot of people here. Hang on. Yeah, all right. So my wife is here. Sync up is here. All right. All right. Get out. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to get used to this build, by the way. Ooh, don't get hit by. Whoa. All right. So yeah, my apologies. I just want to focus a little bit here first. Come on, go! Whoa, Sentry is still hit quite badly, huh? Yeah, you know what? I really miss my melee build actually, because I think the melee is much better in sort of like in this situation like this. I don't know, man. But I'm trying for you guys because quite a number of you guys say that range is really nice and fun. So I don't know, man. I'm just trying my best here. So okay, and I'm trying to. Oh wow! Don't get hit. Yeah, sometimes there's a lag as well. I don't know what happened. Ooh, get out! Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let me just focus on. Yeah, I thought I clicked onto him and nothing happened. All right. So okay. Spitfire. All right. So yeah, I mean, okay. So that's the first question, and the yeah, and also. Yeah, I mean, okay, so some of you has probably watched my Gambit video, and the I've been trying to read the forum as well, because in my state of excitement, I haven't really timed my Gambit that much. So I understand from a forum that Gambit still doesn't feel as strong, and I did time it. He's all right. He's not as strong as I wish he could be. But you know, if you look at my gear, it wasn't that fantastic either. So, but I do have some benchmark against certain heroes of the similar gear, and that's why I always gear heroes the same way, just to have some comparison. And yeah, I mean, you know, he probably can use a little bit more love in some area. I agree. But I mean, you know, that brought up a very good point that you know, a unit review or some minor tune-up is not going to be the holy grail when it comes to tuning up heroes or tuning of heroes. Why do I say that? Because, you know, look at Emma Frost as well. I mean, she has some you know, upgrade of the unique, and the I mean, you check out my video. I mean, she's all right. actually workable, but because sometimes a lot of power these days is not just from the number itself, and it's also from the from the power synergy between each other. So it's something that not even unique or just some tune-up will help. That's how I feel. All right. So and the I mean it's just what it is, and yeah. So as for Gambit, I mean, I think he's all right. I think he's in an okay place. He can still use some love, but I think that is more than just some tune-up issue. I think it's more than that, because the power is if you look at Gambit, it's not really a lot of power to interact with each other. Unlike say like War Machine and so on, right? The newer hero. So yeah, that's on my gut feel on Gambit, and also. I know that I promised you guys for a Magneto video. So yeah, I mean, I actually took out Magneto again, and I'm quite surprised that he's not as strong as I remember him when he was first launched. So that is a bit unfortunate as well. Did I just miss? I think I did. That's unfortunate. Okay. And the so I've tried many builds. I've spent hours on the training room, and I've also take up my friends, one of my guildies, youth, and the his advice on his kind of Magneto. So my initial Magneto is as you see in the video is Impel with the Wrecking Ball, and then I took up my friend's advice and go for superiority instead of God Amount Inset, and after that I max out on Waste Lot, and I use a Barrage. So I went through the numbers again. I think Barrage is a good choice. Between Waste Not and managing debris for Impel, I think the difference is not going to be significant. I mean, I time it many times and it looks quite somewhat similar, but of course, using Waste Not is a lot easier than say the managing the debris. So I totally understand my friend's advice on why this is probably one of the best, but seriously. I think he can do a lot. I think Magneto can use a lot of love. I think his unique review is coming up. But like I said before, it's not something. Unique review is not like a magic grill. It doesn't solve the hero's issue. I think Magneto has a lot deeper issue right now. I don't think his debris. I think his debris power needs a lot higher. Kind of like. Okay, let me just speed the fire. And by right, I should use the other one before I speed. Yeah. I'm still trying to get a hang of it, and so I've been trying on Magneto, trying many different builds, and then I realized that in the end I still want to stick with my build because I feel that Wrecking Ball is a lot more friendly because it's homing in this sort of petrol environment, and it's during area as well, and I still would like to prefer manage Impel rather than just use Waste Not to do kind of like debris damage. But in the end, tell you what, it's exactly the same. Whether it is, easier way or harder way, it's basically the same. It's just, at the end, it's just a play style and it's not too fantastic. So I'm very keen to see what Gazillion can do to Magneto. I'm hoping that. So I'm not going to do another guide because I don't think I'm having a lot improvement if I'm going to change the way that I play Magneto today. So even if I change it, the difference is not a lot. So I'm just stay with my Wrecking Ball Impel build. All right. So that's more on Magneto. And let me just, by the way, let me sell off some stuff because it's all this inventory issue. All right. So, all right. Okay. What's the next topic? Yeah. I mean that comes the next topic is the cable 52. So I read also in the feedback that cable could use a bit more love in terms of the power output. I don't know, how do you guys feel about cable? I haven't really tried him yet. I wanted to go through a mathematics, but I also want the Gazillion to properly tune up the hero before I can do anything significant or create a guide on him. So I'm keen to try hit out his melee build as well, but I don't know how it's going to work out. All right, so let me know how Cable feel like for you. Is it a balanced hero? Is it a bit too underpowered, a little bit too OP? Any information is good information. I probably will base upon that to see whether I should do a next guide on him or onto my Mr. Fantastic. All right, so so that is basically what I would like to talk about when it comes to the guide itself. And okay, this wave is not going to be easy, so I'm going to I'm going to sort of like Blob can jump really fast, man. A man of his size is fantastic. So let me just focus a bit here first. I think this is not going to be an easy one. It's all very nasty. I hope my teammates are coming in as well. Alright, so I can speed fire in just, wow, let me just get out first, man. These are no joke. Alright, let me get from this angle here. Yeah, I'm still not used to the whole range build because for melee I'll just go in and do my thing. But for range I have to be a little bit careful because I do feel a little bit fragile as a range. So, oh, these are pyro and stuff like that, and I have no. This is like a dead corner. It's the worst place to be at. And wow, whoa, wow, this is not looking good, man. This because all these like bots are very tough as well. I really want to switch back to melee if I could, man. Seriously. Okay. Anyway, so. Yeah, so on to the next topic. It's actually not too, how should I say, not too positive. The next topic, also about a game as well. I understand that some of the very key person of, Gazillion are leaving, like Heretic is leaving as well, left already. And I heard that, Amutha and as well as Doomsaw are also leaving. Now, it is a big news because, to be very honest, I mean, I think Marvel Hero would not be where Marvel Hero is today if not for Doomsaw. I think it's a fair statement. I think it's indisputable that Doomsaw have changed the game to entirely. From the launch. I mean, those of you who has played the launch before until now, the changes are really, really good. I mean, the game become very, very fun. He's always there to listen. He's always there to relate back. All this. When people are making a lot of noise, he manages the noise well, and so on. So it hurts, of course, if it is indeed true. I haven't seen the actual goodbye post yet, but there's been a lot of speculation. And in fact, I mean, to be honest. I know it's a lot of people, really sad about the whole thing and so on. So I've been working for quite a few decades. Well, not a few decades, 2 decades or so. And I would say that all this changing job and project is kind of like it's just part and parcel of the work itself, because sometimes you've been working on the same project for quite some time, so there are a multitude of reasons why someone would like to say move on to the next project. And I mean, if Mr. Breivik hasn't moved out from Diablo, we wouldn't have Marvel Heroes, right? And so it could be good for an individual as well. And I mean, the last time I did magazine review, and I noticed that his email address is actually a different domain from say other Gazillion guys. So in a way, he could be on contract anyhow. I mean, and it could be at the end a contract kind of discussion and so on. So I do not know. But I mean, it's sad to see him go. But then the game that it was 2 years ago may not be the same game that we have today. So he may have different aspiration, or we may have different challenge when it comes to this game. So so yeah, I mean, I wish him all the best. I mean, I wish all the Gazillion who has left as well, like Heretics and so on. Actually, I miss quite a lot of them, like Art of War, kind of thing. So I mean, I just wish them all the best in their future. I'm sure they're so talented, I'm very sure that wherever they go, it will just be a success. Like Mr. Breivik, he came out from Diablo and created Marvel Heroes. It's a very good example that, I mean, while you feel sad about game and whatnot, and there will be, newcomers with new energy, new perspective to come in the game as well. So, I wouldn't sort of like too depressed about the whole thing. I know the energy has not been too positive, but I mean, it could be good for everybody in the end. I mean, and yeah. So that's all I would like to say. I mean, how do you feel about the whole news? I think there's quite a lot of discussion in our guild as well about people. Is it like is this game dying or whatnot? I don't think so, really. I mean, it's all about contract and what to do next in this game. And this game has a 2016 vision. This game will still sell the Advanced Pack 3, and I will still buy the Advanced Pack 3 along with some of you as well. So I don't see any big impacts. Like, whoa, is this game dying? And should I be worried or not? So I don't think you should worry. So if you have a healthy G balance like I do, don't worry about it. I think there's still quite some years to go for this game. All right, but at least I hope so. Okay, let's put that aside. And Yeah, so I think the last couple of questions is kind of like more of a soul searching question with some of our friends as well, because some of us has been Omega Cap, some of us has been like unlocked for all the heroes and so on, and we've got all the recipe upgrade recipe, and then I think the question really is what exactly are we playing for these days, because when you log in you want to play something, right? So to give you an example, for other games, like let me do Ultimate here. Come on, man. All right. So for other games like like Diablo and whatnot, you go for the gear and you try to get your character to be better and better. For this game though, it works it works in a different way, because it is not just one game, one hero. There's so many heroes, like wow, hang on, there's a bit of lag here. Because there's such a like multitude of heroes that you could play, and then because heroes get buffed and unbuffed for buff and nerf kind of thing. So and at the end of the day, when it comes to unique farming these days, I don't know whether you guys notice or not, the uniques are very have a lot of affixes. So you probably have to play. Let me get out. Whoa, that was exciting. You probably have to play for quite a while if you are hunting for the best kind of affixes for your hero, because if you do a mathematics, right, one affix, if you accept 90%, all right, so don't be greedy, just say 90% I'm fine. But if you have some of these units have so many affixes, right, like this one here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13, right? So and you 0.9 times 13 times, it's going to be a very, very, very remote chance whereby you'll get high rolling unique. And I mean that is an issue, because after a while you say, wow, I mean, how many times do I need to play War Machine in the cosmic patrol environment, whereby guess what, maybe 2 months later he's no longer the strongest, right? So I don't know, I mean these days, yeah, I mean, let me know what you're playing for these days in this game, because I mean, for me it is more like a weekly raid, trying to understand and play a bit on Access, and I mean, do I need that much Odin mark? Because I don't think I can really grind the Odin mark until all my heroes are having top-notch gear and so on. So I will just swap blessing and so on. So I mean, I don't know what you guys play for this day. I just saw I don't know what happened. So I sort of get excited when the when a new hero comes out. So I learn the hero, but that usually take a week, right? And then after that, in between another three weeks, I mean, there are some events, but these days I'm not really farming for many of those things. So I don't know. I'm just rediscovering hero for me. So I mean, a few of us discuss as well. I know my wife been playing Thor and Rocket Raccoon, but that is about it. I mean, she'll log in maybe she'll play a lot more during the Midtown Madness, because I said I need her support making this video, and that's why she complied. But other than that, she will just watch TV. Right. Yeah, I mean, she's giving me that kind of guilty look. So yeah, I mean. I think this game is probably lacking of some kind of content whereby to sort of get me excited to keep playing. I don't know. I mean, share with me your thought. And well, I think it's been a long video. I hope it's not too boring. And I think I tried out the ranged War Machine. I don't think I really click onto it as much as I click onto the melee War Machine. But I will try it more for you guys and see how it goes. And I think I'll just put a stop here. Otherwise, I'll just keep babbling and talking about this game. And this game is so fun. I just keep talking anyway. But I think, yeah, I mean, the next time we see each other, probably I'll give you something great. Maybe the 50 hero mecha review. Maybe another guide on other War Machine or Mr. Fantastic or even Cable 52. All right, so stay tuned and thank you for all your interaction here. Till next time we see each other. Goodbye.